Welcome to weekly Forex podcast from Forex Trading Wizard Academy. This is Forex Wizard Trading Coach. I will be doing a complete multi-time frame analysis of all the hottest currency pairs, cryptocurrencies and indices that you will be looking to trade next week. The list is a bit longer as usual, but don't worry, I will put a timestamp in the description area. But I'll suggest you to watch all of them. As you have seen in our previous weekly Forex podcast, most of the pairs did exactly according to the analysis. As the last week of the month, this week should be very volatile. And we are quickly looking at quite a few pairs. So make sure guys you stick till the end of this weekly Forex podcast to see where we are finding the trading opportunity in the upcoming week. Now before I begin this weekly Forex podcast, smash the like button and also hit that subscribe button if you haven't done yet. Without further delay, let's get started. Okay, so let's begin first of all with DXY, as DXY will give us clear direction about all the USD pairs as well as on gold. Looking at DXY from bigger picture, first of all, looking at the monthly time frame, as monthly, weekly, higher time frame will give us clear direction, removing all the noise from the lower time frame. Now looking at first of all monthly on DXY, we can see that after back-to-back 4 months of strong bullish move, DXY this month has come down below this monthly support level. This is the monthly support on DXY, and with that monthly support, what we can expect DXY to come down to retest and then to continue to go back up again. As it is a long-term bullish market, we have seen significant impulse, a retest. We can expect DXY to go back up for another impulse. If we take our Fibonacci from low to the high, we see that DXY has tested this level, and we can expect now DXY to go back up to create new higher high. Looking at the weekly time frame, we can see that from the weekly perspective, there was a huge bullish impulse from the weekly on DXY, followed by this correction to this previous resistance here, which is turning support here. And from that zone, what we can expect on DXY to go back up to create a new higher high, as it is a long-term bullish market, has come down for a deeper pullback. I think the DXY might start to make another bullish impulse to the upside with the upcoming weeks and months. Now looking at daily, we see that from the daily perspective, this is a trend. The price has dropped back to this support level, and as you can see, the price is approaching a very important liquidity zone, and I think that the price might be retesting this level, either breaking that low or creating a lower high, and then we can expect DXY to return towards its long-term uptrending direction, as there is a liquidity zone here. Now looking at further lower time frame, what do we see? The DXY, after forming quite a few impulse here, the price almost has come to this support level. What I think that, as you can see, there is a long wick doji, which is a very high liquidity zone. With the market opening, we could see initial drop, and below this level there is a high liquidity, and from this zone, as the end of the month, we can expect DXY to start its new bullish momentum, and this is where we will be waiting for potential trading opportunity. As it is still a downtrending market, I will be waiting for DXY to give us full confirmation for this potential change of trend, and as soon as we will find that, we will look for buying opportunity. Now let's look at USD pairs, starting with AUDUSD for this move. Now AUDUSD, looking at monthly time frame to see overall picture in the market. Now from the monthly on AUDUSD, we see that this is the monthly price action, where a huge bullish move on the monthly on AUDUSD, as it is a long-term bullish market, we can expect AUDUSD before the monthly close to have another impulse and then to continue to drop towards its long-term market structure. Now looking at the weekly time frame on AUDUSD, we can see that from the weekly perspective, this is a strong bearish impulse on AUDUSD, followed by we have seen a huge pullback to the upside. Now with that pullback, what we can expect on AUDUSD with the upcoming week, after a little retest, we can expect for the price to drop back towards its long-term direction. Now looking at daily time frame, we can see that from the daily perspective, AUDUSD after long consolidation, the market has broken to the upside as the price approaching this liquidity zone. What I think that AUDUSD, we might see initial upside bias and then we can expect AUDUSD to go back towards its long-term direction. Now looking at further lower time frame, where we see that the market structure is still bullish on AUDUSD, we will look for potential confirmation along this zone or in that zone for this potential reversal. As soon as you will find suitable entry on AUDUSD, you look for going short on AUDUSD with a high probability trade setup. Now let's look at NZDUSD, looking at first of all monthly time frame. Now from the monthly as well, NZDUSD currently bullish. Now so far we have seen significant bullish momentum on NZDUSD. Now with that bullish momentum, what we can expect on NZDUSD, for the price to have another bounce and then to reject, as it is a long-term bearish market. Now looking at weekly time frame, from the weekly perspective, we see that NZDUSD, this is the weekly bullish candle, has closed above all this level, as there is a huge bearish price action here and there is a void here. What I think that NZDUSD with the market opening, we can expect another attempt from the buyers and then to drop back towards its long-term downtrending direction. Now looking at daily time frame, we see that from the daily perspective, NZDUSD, this is the daily price action where there is an impulse correction. The price was creating smaller and smaller impulses, sign of weakness on the bullish activity. What I think that on NZDUSD, we can expect for this price to retest this level and then to drop back towards its long-term downtrending direction. Now looking at further lower time frame on NZDUSD, we can see that now looking at further lower time frame on NZDUSD, we can see the price is still maintaining a bullish market structure. What we can expect on NZDUSD to go back up to create a reversal pattern in that area and then to give us potential selling opportunity. As we are expecting DXY to start a bullish move, we can expect on NZDUSD to have a potential breakdown after creating a reversal pattern in that zone. As soon as we will find suitable entry, we look for going short on NZDUSD with a high probability trade setup. Now let's look at GBPUSD. Now looking at GBPUSD to see how the market is doing. Now from the monthly on GBPUSD, you can see that from the monthly perspective, this is a long-term bullish market. Now with that long-term bull market, GBPUSD, the monthly close is almost nearing and we could see that further upside before dropping back down again towards another liquidity zone. Now looking at weekly time frame, we can see that from the weekly perspective as well, there was a big drop on GBPUSD, a pullback to this liquidity zone, and from that level we can expect GBPUSD to come down to create a new lower low. Now looking at daily time frame on GBPUSD, what we see that from the daily perspective, this is a daily local bullish market structure, and what we can expect on GBPUSD for the price to retest this level and then to continue to drop towards its long-term downtrending market structure. Now looking at further lower time frame, we can see that there is still a local bullish market structure on GBPUSD, and from this level, as the market has reached that liquidity zone, what we can expect on GBPUSD for the price to retest this level and then to give us potential reversal pattern and confirmation along this zone. As soon as we will find suitable confirmation for this potential reversal on GBPUSD, look for selling opportunity. Now let's look at dollar CAD. Now looking at dollar CAD, what do we see that from the monthly, dollar CAD was in a long-term bullish move. Now with that long-term bullish move, the price already has come down to another support level. Now if you look at this huge move, the price has come back down to this neckline of this previous resistance, which is turning support here on dollar CAD. Now as you can see in that area on dollar CAD, the price currently approaching that level. What we can expect on dollar CAD for the price to break this level and then to go back up to create a new higher high. Now looking at further lower time frame from the weekly perspective, we see that from the weekly dollar CAD, we see that the price approaching that another important liquidity zone. What we can expect on dollar CAD for the price to come down to break this low and then to give us another bullish momentum, as it is a long-term bullish market. Now looking at daily time frame on dollar CAD, we can see that from the daily perspective, this is the daily bearish momentum on dollar CAD. The price has reached that significant liquidity zone. What we can expect on dollar CAD for the price to come down to retest this level and then to go back up to create a new higher high. So from the intraday perspective on dollar CAD, we can see that from the intraday, the price to come down to retest this level, and from this liquidity zone, as soon as we see that dollar CAD has given a suitable price action confirmation, we will look for going long with a high probability trade setup with our students. Now let's look at gold, and then we'll look at dollar yen, JPY pairs, as well as indices. Guys, make sure that you stick till the end of this weekly forex forecast. Now gold, as you have seen, that past week was extremely volatile, and exactly as we expected, gold has bounced up this level. Now let's see how this week gold is doing. Looking at monthly, now from the monthly, we can see that gold is a bull market with this strong bullish engulfer on gold. The price created a higher low in that area and formed this huge bullish engulfer. Now with that bullish engulfer on gold, we can see that the market has tested this support level, and from that support we can expect gold to have another bounce. Now as this is the monthly price action, and we see that so far the price is showing significant bullish momentum, we can expect gold to have another bounce to the upside. Now looking at weekly perspective on gold, we can see that from the weekly time frame there is a huge bullish impulse followed by a pullback and retest of this level. Now if you look at this level here on gold, we can see that in that zone there is a bull flag. Now with that bull flag, we see that the price, this is the previous resistance here, which is turning support here on gold, and with that resistance turning support, the price after breaking this liquidity zone has gone back up. We can, as we see that the price already tested this resistance of this bull flag as a support, we can expect for the price to bounce up this level. Now if we narrow down to the recent time frame, we can see that this is the weekly bullish candle in that area. Now with that weekly bullish candle, what we can expect for the price after a little pullback to remain bullish. Now as we see that a strong bullish engulfer followed by another bullish candle which is narrower than the previous one, which is a sign of further continuation, and we can expect on gold to create a new higher high. Now looking at daily time frame on gold, we can see that from the daily perspective, there is an inverted head and shoulder in that area. Now with that inverted head and shoulder, we can, as we see that the price has broken to the upside, retested this neckline of this previous resistance, which is turning support here. We can expect for gold to break to the upside, as we see that it is still showing a strong bullish momentum. Now looking at intraday perspective on gold, we can see that from the lower time frame here on gold, the price is maintaining series of higher low. Now as we have seen that the last day of trading week, gold has made significant bullish move. The price is maintaining series of higher high and higher low, and we saw that the price has maintained a typical bullish market structure, grabbing liquidity multiple times from this support level. Now if we jump on to very lower time frame from 1 hour and even from the 15-minute chart to see how we can find trading opportunity with the market opening, as you can see there was a long consolidation here, and with a very strong liquidity trigger, the price managed to break to the upside with a very strong bullish market structure. Last candle we saw there was also multiple liquidity grab in that area. This is where with the market opening, I will be waiting for a deeper pullback, and from that zone we can expect to go long on gold, as the price is maintaining a strong bullish market structure. We'll look for potential bullish trading opportunity on gold as soon as the market open, and once we see the price action confirmation on gold, to go long with a high probability trade setup. Now if you want to trade all of them, gold, euro, dollar, GBPUSD, you can join us today. Link below this video in the description area to learn the strategy that we are trading, and also to receive all the trade that we are opening in Forex Trading Wizard Academy. So now let's look at yen pair, looking at first of all dollar yen, and looking at first of all monthly time frame. Now from the monthly perspective on dollar yen, we can see that this is a long-term bullish market. From this historical perspective, we saw that dollar yen has made a significant move followed by consolidation. There is another move. The price was creating series of higher high and higher low in this market. Now looking at weekly perspective on dollar yen, we can see that from the weekly, this is also maintaining a strong bullish market structure. The price was creating series of higher high and higher low. There is a huge liquidity trigger on the weekly, and also there is a liquidity trigger here. Now last week we saw a very long bullish candle on dollar yen, and with that long bullish candle, the price currently again at the level of resistance. So let's see further lower time frame to see how the market is doing on dollar yen. Now looking at daily perspective on dollar yen, we can see that from the daily, dollar yen had a big drop, a pullback, and what I think that dollar yen might be initially bouncing up this level. The reason is, if you look at the weekly, there is a weekly resistance and there is a huge bearish rejection here. What we can expect on dollar yen for the price to go ahead, break the high, and then to go back up to fill that imbalance in the market. Now if we look at the daily perspective, we see that there is a daily 20 EMA, and also above this level there is a high liquidity, which is a very important level for potential selling opportunity on dollar yen. Now this is where I will be waiting for a price action confirmation, as on the local time frame we see the dollar yen is currently consolidating in that area. We can expect a breakout from that level with the strengthening on dollar, with the strengthening on DXY, and I think that the price after breaking that high, we could see revert back to this liquidity zone. So as we see the price is approaching that important zone, we will not look for any kind of selling in the beginning. We will be waiting for a breakout, and once we see that the price has given suitable confirmation for this potential downside, we will look for selling opportunity on dollar yen with a high probability trade setup with our students. Now let's look at GBPJPY. Now looking at GBPJPY, looking at monthly time frame. Now from the monthly perspective on GJ, we can see that this is a long bullish market structure on GBPJPY. Now with that bullish market structure, what we can expect in that area for the price, as the price has consolidated and there is a huge bullish pin bar on the monthly, and this is the monthly candle that has closing almost nearly with a huge body. We can expect GJ to remain bullish as it is a long-term bull market, and what I think that GBPJPY is likely to create a new higher high, so there is a probability for the upside on GJ. Now looking at weekly time frame, we see that there is a weekly bullish engulfer, and that weekly bullish engulfer has gathered liquidity from this support level, has formed this huge move to the upside, and with that movement on GBPJPY, what we can expect for the price to come down and then to go back up again to create a new higher high. Now looking at daily time frame on GJ, we can see that from the daily perspective, this is the daily drop here on GJ, and with that daily drop, this is the support level where there is a high liquidity in that area. Now with that liquidity, we can, as we saw that there was a big move happen and we have taken a huge bullish trade on GBPJPY. What we can expect now for the price, as the price has created a new higher high, a deeper pullback, and then to continue to the upside to create a new higher high. Now looking at further lower time frame on GBPJPY, what we can expect for the price to, as it is in a bullish move, the price locally also globally bullish. I will wait for GJ to break down from any of these swing low and then to give us potential entry opportunity. Now this is the swing low here on GJ. Any of this swing low breakdown could give us another trading opportunity on GJ. We'll be waiting for a local breakdown or deeper pullback, and as soon as we will find suitable entry, we'll look for going long on GBPJPY with a high probability trade setup. Now let's look at indices. Looking at US30, now this indices, as you can see, is in a very strong bullish momentum. Looking at monthly time frame, now from the monthly we can see that US30 is in a very strong bullish momentum. Now with that bullish momentum, what we can expect on US30 for the price to keep pushing high, as it is a long-term bullish market. Now looking at weekly time frame, we can see that from the weekly perspective on US30, this is a big bullish impulse on US30, and if you look at the last week of the month, there was a gap opening in that area. Now with that gap opening, the price is still maintaining series of higher high and higher low. What we can expect on US30 for the price to come down for a deeper pullback and then to continue to rise to create a new higher high. Now looking at daily time frame on US30, we see that from the daily perspective, this is a strong bullish impulse. The price was creating series of higher high and higher low, which is a typical uptrending market structure. Now what we can expect on US30, if we look at further lower time frame, this is a narrower bullish channel. I will be waiting for another break of structure, any of this liquidity zone. If the price has broken down, has given us suitable entry, look for going long on US30 with a high probability trade setup with our students. Now let's look at NASDAQ. Now looking at NASDAQ from the monthly, now from the monthly we can see that NASDAQ is a long-term bullish market. This is a huge bullish impulse on the NASDAQ, and we can expect for the price to create a new higher high. Now looking at weekly time frame, we can see back-to-back 4 weeks of bullish move on NASDAQ. What I think that we could see deeper pullback, break of this, any of this weekly low can give us suitable entry on NASDAQ. Now looking at daily time frame, we can see that from the daily perspective, this is the daily price action pattern here. An impulse correction, the price is creating series of higher high and higher low on NASDAQ, and I will be waiting for the price to break any of this local structure, and then we'll look for going long on NASDAQ. So this is where I will be waiting for potential trading opportunity. As soon as we will find, we'll look for going long with a high probability trade setup with our students. Guys, if you enjoy this analysis, make sure that you like the analysis and also subscribe to the channel. In addition to that, if you want to join us to learn our strategies and also to trade with us, you can find a link below this video in the description area. You can visit the website, join us to be part of this trading community. Thank you, and I'll see you soon.